Hi, I'm Sean, and welcome to Outside the Fly Box. With this video, I want to help you buy your first fly rod. And without knowing what part of the world you're from, or what species of fish you're chasing, the easiest way for me to do this would be to compare my fly rods with a more standard way of fishing, meaning spinning rods and bait casters. The only thing really technical that you need to know about, buying your first fly rod is that fly rods are classed in line weights, not pound test. And what I mean by that is if you have a 6-weight rod, you want to match it with a 6-weight line in order for it to cast correctly. The other thing I feel like I need to tell you is when I started fly fishing at age 12 or 13 years old, it had nothing to do with trout fishing. And 35 plus years later, it still kind of doesn't. Which is a little bit funny because the first rod I want to bring up is my 3-weight, which I bought specifically for trout fishing. Not that I don't pull it out once in a while, I'll do something else with, but 95% of what I do with that rod is trout fish. And with that, I class it with a 3 and a 4-weight fly rod. And of course those, for me, they're like your light or ultralight spinning rods. And for me, I typically would put like 4-pound test and lighter. I mean, they're really light lines, light tackles, and they're designed for casting very small flies. They're a lot of fun if, it'll cover the needs that you have. And from there, I'm going to go to my 5 and 6-weight rods, which are probably your mid, more everyday, freshwater fishing pole. For me, I typically put 6 to 10-pound test on it. And with my 6-weight, I do take that trout fishing on occasion when I get to go. And when I do go, I will put, as light as 4-pound test, or even lighter, but it's more specifically to match the size flies that I'm casting. And again, they're great rods if it's if it'll do what you need to do. And from there, I'm going to go to the 7 and 8-weight rods, and that's where I go from I would say your heavy freshwater to your light saltwater. And the reason why I say that is it's very, very common to find a 7-weight with a fighting butt versus a 6-weight without. And my 7-weight is my go-to rod. I literally, use it all the time and catch everything with it locally, or even not locally. And that, I typically put 10 to 15-pound test on it. I bass fish, literally all kinds of nonsense. And even with that, I will drop down to say like 6-pound test if I'm out doing something when I come across like a big panfish bed and I want to beat up on some panfish for a while. I'll drop it down to like maybe 6-pound test, but that's more, to match the fly, so the fish will eat it. And from there, I guess I'll go to, which are the last rods, are my 9 and 10 weights, which for me are like your big freshwater rods, or your like mid to maybe big saltwater. For me, that's like your 15 to 20-pound test class rods. Really big. That's like for around here where I live, South Jersey. We have a striper season. We get like 50-inch stripers. Haven't been lucky enough to nail one yet. My biggest is 33 with it. Handled it no problem. It's a big rod. And the other thing I guess I would tell you is that the size of the rod doesn't necessarily dictate the size of the fish you catch. More the size of fly you can present correctly. And if you have a decision to make between, say, like a 4 or 5-weight or a 5 or a 6-weight rod, I would always recommend the bigger rod, because let's say if it's a 5 and 6-weight, the 6-weight will do everything that 5-weight will do, but that 5-weight will not do everything the 6-weight will do. At the close of this video, I'm going to have a list of the same information. I'm going to run it in a few seconds. You can screenshot it, hopefully take it shopping with you, and make your purchase. And grab your first fly rod. And please like and subscribe. I have more videos coming out. Or at least I'm going to try to have more videos coming out with, working class heroes, so to speak. So please like and subscribe. And try to always remember to think outside blocks. Think outside the fly box. Thank you guys. Have a good day.